The clock on the wall ticked softly in the silence of the small apartment. It was past midnight, yet Aidan sat awake, staring at the flickering light of his old laptop. The words on the screen blurred through his tired eyes. A resignation letter he had written for the third time that month. Once, Aidan was full of dreams. He had promised himself that by 25, he'd build his own design company, create art that spoke to hearts, and prove to the world that passion could be stronger than luck. But somewhere between failures, broken trust, and endless rejection emails, that fire faded. He leaned back in his chair, whispering to the empty room, "Maybe this is it. Maybe I'm just not meant to make it." Just then, his phone buzzed. It was a message from his old mentor, Mr. Lewis, the man who once believed in his talent. "Heard you stopped designing. Come see me tomorrow. Don't say no." Aidan almost ignored it, but something inside whispered, "One more chance, one more try." The next morning, he walked into Mr. Lewis's workshop, a dusty place filled with sketches, paints, and the smell of old wood. The older man looked up from his table, smiling faintly. "Still afraid of failing, huh?" Mr. Lewis said. Aidan gave a tired smile. "I failed too many times. I just don't have it anymore." Mr. Lewis walked over, holding up a cracked sketchbook. "You see this? This is your first drawing. You called it hope in the dust. Do you remember what you told me then?" Aidan shook his head. "You said, even if no one sees my art, I'll keep creating until the world can't ignore it. So tell me, what changed?" Aidan couldn't answer. His throat tightened. Mr. Lewis placed a blank canvas in front of him. "Then prove it. Paint something. Not for money, not for fame. Paint for yourself." Hours turned into days. Aidan stayed there, painting through sleepless nights. Each stroke felt like a battle between his doubt and his dream. Slowly, his old passion began to awaken. When he finally finished, the painting showed a broken clock surrounded by blooming flowers, time shattered, but life still growing. He titled it, "One More Chance." Mr. Lewis smiled, eyes glistening. "You found yourself again, Aidan. You just needed to try once more." Months later, Aidan's artwork was displayed at a small city exhibition. People stopped, stared, and felt something real in his colors. A journalist asked him, "What kept you going when you almost gave up?" Aidan looked at his painting and said softly, "Because failure isn't the end, it's the beginning of another try. Sometimes, all we need is one more chance, and one more try." As the lights dimmed that night, Aidan stood before his painting, smiling. The world hadn't changed overnight, but he had. The fire inside was burning again, brighter than ever. He whispered to himself, "Tomorrow, I'll try again. Just one more time."